How to destroy your life in 15 simple steps. This video is brought to you by Delete Me, a revolutionary service designed to eliminate and prevent the sale of your personal data online. Visit my link below and enter code WONDER for 20% savings. Demolishing your existence requires no special talent whatsoever. Anyone can master this art through 15 straightforward techniques. The beauty lies in its accessibility, because choosing what everyone else chooses forms the foundation of our first principle. Step 1. Choose the path of least resistance. Embrace immediate gratification with unwavering dedication. When faced with any challenge, difficulty, or complexity, simply postpone it indefinitely. Since you're perpetually living in the present moment, this strategy transforms every obstacle into something manageable later, which, conveniently, never arrives. Arduous tasks, intimidating projects, and challenging conversations can all be indefinitely delayed. After all, simple choices never spiral into complicated consequences. Right. Step 2. Follow the crowd religiously. The well-traveled road exists for excellent reasons. Millions of footsteps have worn these paths smooth, creating the most efficient routes to mediocrity. When everyone moves in the same direction, questioning becomes unnecessary. Why explore uncharted territory when comfortable conformity awaits? Alternative routes might hold unexpected opportunities, but they also contain uncertainty, and uncertainty feels uncomfortable. Besides, straying from the beaten path risks failure, embarrassment, or the horrifying possibility of having to backtrack. Step 3. Live under the spotlight. Every person you encounter maintains constant surveillance of your behavior. Their personal struggles, individual concerns, and private preoccupations instantly vanish when you appear. Suddenly, their undivided attention focuses entirely on your actions, words, and appearance. They scrutinize every detail, cataloging your mistakes and shortcomings. Your presence transforms ordinary people into dedicated critics, each one eagerly waiting for your next blunder. Step 4. Become unforgettable for the wrong reasons. Those inevitable moments of awkwardness and error don't simply disappear into memory's void. Instead, they become permanent fixtures in other people's mental archives. That embarrassing comment from 3 years ago, it resurfaces during casual dinner conversations. That minor social misstep, it becomes the subject of workplace gossip. Every mistake you make transforms into a lasting legacy, discussed and rediscussed at social gatherings, family events, and professional meetings. This knowledge should paralyze you into absolute inaction. Step 5. Master the art of relentless worry. Dedicate substantial mental energy to analyzing every conceivable outcome of every possible decision. Examine each scenario from multiple angles, considering variables both within and beyond your control. Pay special attention to circumstances you cannot influence. These deserve the most extensive contemplation. For situations you could actually change, avoid taking action entirely. Action requires effort, and effort contradicts our fundamental principle of choosing easy options. Step 6. Eliminate all risk through avoidance. Risk elimination follows a simple formula: complete avoidance. Whatever generates anxiety, uncertainty, or fear should be systematically avoided. Remain in that soul-crushing job indefinitely. Decline invitations to new experiences. Avoid conversations with unfamiliar people. Reject opportunities for growth or change. The most effective method for preventing failure, rejection, or negative judgment involves never attempting anything meaningful. Perfect safety exists in complete stagnation. Step 7. Cultivate expert-level complaining. When previous strategies fail to deliver satisfaction, escalate to professional-grade complaining. Voice your dissatisfaction frequently and with passion. You've suffered unique misfortunes that others couldn't possibly comprehend. While everyone faces challenges, your particular combination of circumstances creates unprecedented hardship. Your brain processes suffering differently than others. Your obstacles tower above ordinary difficulties. Like worry, complaining requires no constructive action while maintaining comfortable familiarity. Step 8. Maintain delusional self-regard. Self-care begins with self. Place yourself at the center of every equation. Transform your weaknesses into strengths through creative rationalization. You embody goodness, greatness, and moral superiority. Negative outcomes result from external forces, never personal shortcomings. Repeat empowering affirmations. I radiate power and beauty. I make exceptional choices. I possess infinite worth. Today brings amazing accomplishments. Remember, believing these statements matters more than actually embodying them. Reality becomes whatever you choose to think. Step 9. Assume malicious intent in everyone. When others inconvenience, disappoint, or frustrate you, recognize their inherently selfish nature. They've deliberately targeted you for mistreatment. Their actions stem from calculated cruelty rather than human fallibility. They possess complete information about situations and your feelings, making their inconsideration inexcusable. Personal struggles, stress, or ignorance never justify their behavior. Since everyone constantly thinks about you, their negative actions represent intentional attacks, deserving defensive responses. Step 10. Avoid conflict through false kindness. Maintain superficial pleasantness with everyone, regardless of circumstances. Use artificial niceness as a shield against difficult conversations, boundary setting, and authentic expression. This strategy serves dual purposes. Everyone perceives you favorably, and you avoid challenging situations. When others cross boundaries or treat you poorly, your manufactured kindness proves their wrongdoing while absolving you of responsibility. Perfect harmony through perfect dishonesty. Step 11. Embrace splendid isolation. Solitude represents strength, uniqueness, and intellectual superiority. Your complexity exceeds ordinary people's understanding capacity. When friends and family stop reaching out, don't initiate contact. They haven't contacted you either. Create elaborate justifications for mutual neglect. Engage in endless waiting games where nobody makes the first move. Gradually increase distance from meaningful relationships, while convincing yourself that isolation reflects personal sophistication rather than social avoidance. Step 12. Disrespect time. Completely time belongs to you alone. Use it carelessly, without considering others' schedules or commitments. Arrive late to appointments, meetings, and social gatherings. Avoid advance preparation that might ensure punctuality. Describe your haphazard approach as spontaneous or going with the flow. Make minimal commitments and handle existing obligations carelessly. Reducing responsibilities and accountability eliminates opportunities for failure or self-criticism. Step 13. Deny mortality entirely. Death remains too disturbing for contemplation. Although inevitable, pretend otherwise. Live as though aging doesn't exist, as though this moment isn't the youngest you'll ever be, as though eternity stretches ahead indefinitely. Postpone meaningful pursuits indefinitely. Avoid challenging growth opportunities. Let relationships drift away without effort to reconnect or create new bonds. Waste precious time while denying its finite nature. Surrender decision-making to popular opinion rather than personal values. Step 14. Resist change absolutely. If previous strategies haven't produced desired misery, maintain unwavering consistency. Reject new perspectives, behaviors, or experiences. Avoid experimentation, exploration, or deviation from established patterns. Refuse to develop different habits, pursue fresh interests, or meet new people. Trust your current approach, despite mounting evidence of its ineffectiveness. Change requires effort, and effort violates our core philosophy. Step 15. Perfect the art of regret. Increasingly examine your past with mounting disappointment. Recognize missed opportunities, abandoned dreams, and unnecessary limitations. Understand how much potential you've squandered through poor choices. Despise yourself for past foolishness, then despise yourself further for experiencing self-loathing. Like complaining and worrying about unchangeable circumstances, regret accomplishes nothing while consuming vital energy. Finally, when your eyes close for the last time, experience that thing you convinced yourself would never happen. The end. Congratulations, you've successfully completed the 15-step program for life destruction. Naturally, many factors beyond our control can negatively impact our lives: random circumstances, natural disasters, or others' harmful actions. In those situations, we can only hope for favorable outcomes. However, certain risks are within our power to minimize. Today's digital landscape presents unique threats to our well-being through personal data exploitation. Hundreds of data broker websites profit enormously by selling your private information to third parties, details you've provided while making purchases or completing online forms. This includes names, social security numbers, home addresses, and other sensitive data. Minor consequences include relentless spam, while severe outcomes involve identity theft, financial fraud, stalking, or harassment. Although you legally possess the right to stop these data brokers, the process proves incredibly overwhelming and time-consuming when handled independently. Today's sponsor, Delete Me, provides comprehensive personal information removal services, handling all the complex legwork on your behalf. Simply complete their brief registration process, grant Delete Me permission to act for you, specify which information requires removal, and they manage everything else. Within 7 days, you'll receive a detailed privacy report showing discovered information, its locations, and removal status. Delete Me continues monitoring these sites and repeating removal processes as necessary, providing regular updated reports. You can also submit custom removal requests anytime. Without Delete Me, this process resembles an endless whack-a-mole game. With Delete Me, it's like unplugging the entire machine. Protect your privacy and peace of mind by visiting the link below. Go to joindeleteme.com/wonder and use code WONDER at checkout for 20% savings. Thank you tremendously for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.